Hi guys, Teresa here. I didn't see the record go on. I want to welcome you to a small mini training session. Um, I'm sitting outside, so there's probably going to be some people mowing in the background. This is one of our second or third beautiful day, and everybody's been outside. I've been outside all day doing some work, getting a bike ride in, just enjoying the weather. So I hope you were able to do that as well. Lots of mosquitoes this time of year, and like right now we've had so much lying water that I pulled out my Terra Shield, sprayed myself down. Hopefully it's enough. I hope I don't get carried away by mosquitoes, but I kind of added some more stuff to it just to kind of pump it up. So I added some lemongrass, eucalyptus, cedarwood, lavender, and arborvitae to it. So I also what I did is I used an almost empty bottle of this spray and then just topped it off with those oils. I don't even remember how many. I should have probably made a record of that. And then put some water in here, so I kind of diluted a little bit. I know you're not supposed to dilute the Terra Shield, so I might have diminished some of the effect, but it seems to work pretty well. We shall see. For this particular time frame, we'll see if it does work. So, and I'm going to start with some peppermint. It's always good to start with an oil whenever we start something. So I got a little bit of peppermint. Oh, love it, love it, love it. It's very cooling this time. It was like 80 something today. So I'm going to rub that on the back of my neck. Help clear my head so that I can serve you in a very clear, efficient way. I've put that in a spray bottle with some water, and I love spritzing it just around my neck during a really hot day or after a hot workout. Love that. So let's get to the business at hand. So I wanted to go over some things in little chunks. This is going to be my first chunk about just some business training tidbits that I think hopefully will be of use to you. I have been really using these guides from doTERRA. I know you have. Either you have some or you've seen them. If you came to Marty and Jim's event, you probably have a few of those. They are awesome. I will be going over those in the next couple of ones, but I thought it was important for me to go over following up with people, because we've had people enrolling over the last couple months, which is awesome. Congratulations if you've enrolled somebody. And I want to really emphasize how important it is to follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up with them. Give them a follow-up consultation, because when I first started, I did not do that. I was too timid. I was kind of afraid. I didn't want to impose. But now I have learned better that I need to do that for them. I feel like I'm not doing my job now if I don't follow up at least once. I've started a process where I try to follow up more than once. So maybe a month or two later, I follow up with them again and we talk about a different topic of their choice. And then a couple months down the line, I follow up with them again, or I physically get together with them if possible. And we make roller bottles. One time I did some cleaning products, so I took some sprayers. So whatever the topic happens to be, I offer them some topics and say, hey, what are you interested in? And then whatever they're interested in, I take some information, make sure they are clear on that, help them find some oils or some products that are going to be helpful to them for whatever their needs happen to be. So let me go over my standard process that I've kind of finally honed the last year or two. Oh, and I still don't have everything with me. So I guess I cannot show you everything, but I can show you some things. So I always, as soon as they enroll, I said, okay, the next step, the next thing we're going to do is schedule a follow-up consultation so we can go over your oils. I can give you more information. I want to make sure you can get into your back office. I have a a book I want to give you. So I just kind of make it sound that that is the next natural step. I just do that for everybody. And I might say that. So for everybody after they enroll, I like to do a follow-up to make sure you're comfortable with your oils, help you answer any questions for you. And, that's just what we do. So we schedule it. If it's 4 weeks from then it's 4 weeks from then. From then, if I could talk, that peppermint didn't help me in my talking, evidently. But I am adamant about getting that on the books. Okay, so I'm going to highly encourage you to do that. That is just almost like a no-brainer for me now. So I've been trying to give them a goodie bag as soon as they enroll. So if I anticipate them enrolling, I try to have a goodie bag made up or have a couple with me just in case. So my goodie bags give them something to play with until their oils get there, and I can come back around and meet with them. So I've typically just kind of put in here whatever I have handy, but I've been giving them a Modern Essential book. I've been giving them samples of, now this one doesn't have samples, but I usually give them a shampoo sample, some toothpaste sample, a deep blue rub sample. I've been giving the ginger, now that we have them, a ginger drop, a breathe drop, an On Guard drop. I put in there some Slim and Sassy gum. So I've been putting things in so they can see that we have other items to pick from, other products. And I buy these little organza bags. I'm at Amazon. And I kind of put them in there. I have a business card in there. And this particular one, I put an empty roller so that they can make a roller. Sometimes I put empty spray bottle in there. It just depends. Sometimes I put a sample of the foaming hand wash. So it just depends on whatever I have handy. But that gives them something to play with. And I get these little gift bags at the dollar store. You get them 3 for $1 or something like that. So this is a perfect size. I give this to them when they enroll. Now, if that's not possible, then I give it to them at the consultation, the wellness consultation, the lifestyle consultation, the membership overview, whatever you want to call it. So that's just been my standard procedure. It seems to be working really, really well. So they get a little gift. We schedule the time when we're going to get together, and I, bring some things with me at that consultation as well. I take my iPad just in case, we're not where they have their computer available. If I'm going to their house, I do it on their computer. But if we meet at Panera or someplace like that, then I take my iPad so I can get into their back office with them. And I like to show them how to get to the shopping cart view and edit their LRP. So this is what I've been taking, and again, I apologize, I did not grab everything, but you at least see some of the things. So I take a Live Guide with me. So I just buy these through my back office, take my Live Guide. You can write their ID number on the back so that they have that available. I've been taking one of these. I've kind of toyed around with, sometimes I've sold them a book in the past, sometimes I gave them an option. Lately, I've just been buying these on Amazon. They're like $15, and I give this to them. This is their gift for having their follow-up consultation with me. Since it does not have the doTERRA blend names in it, I found these on, Oil Life. They're bookmarkers, like I call them a cheat sheet that tell them what the generic name is equal in the doTERRA blend name. So I always put this in a book so that they have the cheat sheet right there with them. They don't have to go looking anywhere else. I also have a recipe printout that has recipes that they can make in, for their diffuser, for their roller bottles. I can easily give you a copy of that. I got that from Lisa Zimmer. It's a free download at one of her Facebook pages. I give them that so they have different things to play with and they can make. I have a little sheet that kind of gives them some ideas, what to do when you first get your oils. Label all of them. I'd make sure they know that you can buy those little circle labels from their back office. Label everything. What else does it say? Put your oils where you see them all the time. Don't put them in a cupboard and then forget about them. Put them right where you're going to be using them, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, wherever, so that you can visibly see the oils. And so it just goes through some different things that we've learned over the years that make it more conducive to using your oils every day. I usually put everything in a little folder and give it to them that way. Okay, so then we start with this Live guide, and I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Okay, maybe I cannot. Hang on a second. Okay, let me pause sharing. Okay, there it is. No, I still don't think I have it. Okay, let me pause the share. Okay, my screen share is paused. Okay, now let's try it again. Resume share. Okay, now hopefully you guys are seeing this Live lifestyle overview. Let me see I'm not sure how to tell if you are or not. Hang on a minute. Let me stop it again. Let me go again. There it is. Okay, I just want to make sure you're seeing it. Sometimes it doesn't share what I think it's supposed to be sharing. So I just want to quickly go over this with you. I even have thought about giving this to them in advance or sending this to them via email, which you can do, and asking them to go over it before we meet up. So that's an option as well. I like to go through this pyramid. I love this wellness pyramid. I actually have them sit there and rate themselves in each one of these areas, between 1 and 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. So if you're pretty firm in exercising, then you're going to rate yourself high there. And if you're a little weaker in reducing toxic load, then you're going to place yourself at a lower number, maybe 2 or 3. So I actually have them put a number for every single one of those. And then the guide goes into each area giving suggestions. And even right here, you can see on this very first page, it kind of gives some suggestions right off the bat. So if they rated themselves weak in the reduced toxic load, then it's already suggesting tangerine and lemon, put a few drops in your water to help cleanse and detoxify. So right on this first page, right next to the pyramid, it gives them suggestions immediately. This way they can kind of, see, oh, I guess I might need some help with rest and managing stress. So what oils or what products would help with that? Well, it just so happens, of course you want to talk about the LLV pack, the Terrazyme and the PB Assist to help form a foundation. I mention that all the time. Some people don't even realize we have vitamins. And I always say this is our #1 selling product, 30-day money-back guarantee. So I always mention it at least once. So once they've rated themselves, then I go through each page, but you want to really emphasize the one that they were weak at. And if you notice, they're color-coded. So this color coding matches the pyramid. So the green will match with the green piece on the pyramid. That's eating right, daily wellness. Let me double check that. So yeah, see green, eat right. Green, eat fresh whole foods, decrease sugar, caffeine, dairy, processed foods. So it's giving them lifestyle suggestions right off the bat. Great, great recipes here. You know, how to make a produce wash to spray off your veggies and your fruits, what you can add to water. So it gives them some suggestions for that particular area. And the next one is orange. That's the exercise piece. Gives them some suggestions on how to use the oils and the products to help manage, you know, their fitness levels or their weight or whatever. Again, some really nice ideas. A little recipe tells them about Mito 2 Max for energy. And you can explain each one of these if that's their area of interest. But if nothing else, you're planting seeds and kind of showing them, oh, there are products for particular needs in that area. Blue is rest and managing stress, gives them suggestions and a nice little DIY recipe. So if that's an area they're weak in, that's what they need help in, then you would spend more time here. Emotional balance, you can go over this emotional wheel. If that's where they need support and help, then you're going to want to spend time here and talk about these particular ones. It's nice to have your oils with you. So if they want to smell any of these, you can just pull it out and let them smell it. And they can write on this because you're going to leave this with them. If they want to circle things or check off things or put stars by items that they might, you know, want to think about in the future, then let them, by all means. I suggest that they keep this as a reference for future orders. Reducing toxic load, you can see it. I'm not going to read this. But again, it gives them suggestions because some people don't know what to do with their oils. And this is a nice guide to give them suggestions for daily use. This shows the products that we have. That are, you know, safe, they're natural, they're plant-based, they have essential oils in them. Maybe talk about when their hand soap is almost gone that they're now using, they can replace it with the doTERRA On Guard foaming hand soap. So just you're planting seeds, showing them the options, giving them ideas for future orders. Informed self-care. This is, you know, using the oils for first aid issues, for headache issues, for, you know, stomach issues with your beadlets, carrying your keychain. Tell them they can buy the keychain in their back office. Again, I'm trying to go through this quickly so that we don't spend a ton of time on this. This page I really, really like. If there's a particular system in their body that they need to address, this is a nice quick reference page for oil suggestions. You know, if they're having respiratory issues, then there's some quick suggestions there. If they're, you know, having issues with their digestion, then this gives some really quick ideas. So a nice, nice little reference page. And then you're going to help them customize the plan based on what you just showed them. And they can actually check off these boxes and like, oh yeah, I'm going to try Serenity, or I need to get a diffuser. You know, oh, I really love that emotional kit. They can just check everything off right here. And then you could tell them how to proceed from that. Well, let's have your diffuser out every night by your bed. Have your Serenity ready to pour in the diffuser, which I put in every morning so it's ready for bedtime. So just give them suggestions on how they can make it easy on themselves to use the oils throughout the day for particular issues. And again, it just goes down through each and every one. And there's something you want to really emphasize, you can put in that little box there. So this is where you can even go to this page first. This is kind of in the back of the book. I kind of wish this was up right by the pyramid, because you could ask them right from the get-go to write down their top issues they'd like to address right here. So you could, do it now. You can do it at the beginning. Just go to the back of the book and go to that page, which is almost at the end. It's page 16. Have them fill that out for a few minutes and then jump into everything else. But this is where you get to help them plan out the next 3 days, or excuse me, next 3 months. Here's your 90-day goals. So if there's so many to deal with, you want to pick the easiest ones first that most people can get help with quickly. Sleep issues, digestive issues, maybe some soreness and some muscle tension. You want to go with those first, and then down the road you can have something a little bit more serious that they might want to address. But you want them to have quick, easy, great experiences and great solutions as quickly as possible. So you pick the easiest first. And you can just tell them that. Let's pick something really easy at first so that you can see some good results, and then we'll go, deeper in as time progresses. You can actually help them plan out a morning routine, an afternoon routine, an evening routine. Just write it right in there. Have your lemon ready to put in the morning. Take your Terrazyme. Diffuse something uplifting. Diffuse your lemon. So base it on the oils they already have to start with. They can always pick up oils in the future, but for right now, use with whatever oils they happen to have bought. Did they bought? Is that right? That they purchased. Have them, if they got a kit, then you want to use all the kit oils and show them how to use the kit oils in that morning, afternoon, and evening space. And again, what other wellness choices are going to help you? If they're set up for LRP or they're not set up for LRP, you can explain that, how that whole program works, and then this is what they're going to buy the first month, the next month, the third month, so they kind of see that, they can change their order every month. And then this is a nice reference page as well. Let me kind of go back a little bit. It's a nice reference page. All the oils or most of the oils and products are listed with a real quick sentence that kind of tells you what they're good for. They can check off anything you might have mentioned or whatever for future reference. This talks about the LRP, loyalty rewards. This is where you have the chance to explain it to them. You get the most bang for your buck. That's how you really maximize your membership. You can earn up to 30% back after a year of ordering 50 PV or above. If you're not clear on how to explain that, practice on somebody. Let me know. I'll be happy to practice with you. But I'm one where I have to say it out loud. I have to verbalize it. I have to practice it until I can make the words my own. So please allow me to help you with that, or ask your upline or a friend of yours if you could practice on them. This gives some nice questions and answers that you can just read through. If you're not sure how to talk about it, then just read through the answers and questions. It's really spelled out very easily here. This helps you tell them how every 3 months they get, bumped up in their percentage, and they max out after 13 months. And then here's some safety. You can definitely go over some safety. Talk about, avoid sun exposure with citrus. Keep, oils out of sensitive areas. Use glass containers. So it's really all right here. It's absolutely all right here. And then you can set up their next, if this is a lot, which it is, you can set up another time to go over it again, maybe in a month or a couple of weeks or whatever works for both of you. It's just so easy. doTERRA has really made it very, very easy on us. So use it. You know, you could buy it for $1 or something like that in your back office. Why not use it? Why reinvent the wheel? So I'm really enjoying using this. It makes it a lot easier. Then what I do is I get into their back office with their ID, show them around. I like to get them to the grocery cart view because that's where I, purchase from when I edit my LRP, and I just show them it's just easier. You can see what you've ordered. It eliminates a step, and to me, it's just easier. So if they are ready to set up an LRP, then you want to go through that, set it up for them, pick a date that's before the 15th so that they get their free product of the month. If they order 125 PV, make sure you explain what PV is. And again, if you have trouble with that, then practice it. Feel free to practice with me or practice in front of a mirror, record it in your phone, whatever works for you. Sometimes I record something in my phone and listen back to it and hear how it, listen to how it sounds. So that's pretty much it for the first one. You don't want to overwhelm them, but use the tools that you have available to you. If you don't have a lot of things for your goodie bag, then just give them a product, little a modern essential booklet. If you don't have anything, give them an empty spray bottle. If you don't have that, it's very easy to buy these samples in these organza bags. If you don't have organza bags, just put them in a baggie. It doesn't matter. But it just gives them something to play with and a nice little gift from you. I think that's all. That's it. We're coming up on a half hour. That's all I want to talk about today. I could inundate you with a whole lot more, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Please, please, please do a follow-up with any new enrollees. It's going to pay off in the end. They know that you're concerned about them. You want to support them, guide them, help them be really comfortable with their oils and with their products and with the whole doTERRA experience. Invite them to any upcoming events or classes, whether they're yours or anybody else's in the area. We don't care. You can bring your new person anywhere. We have those monthly gatherings. Bring them to the monthly gathering. We want them to feel connected and part of our doTERRA community, and allow them to feel that they're welcome there, and we're their people, which we are, and we want them to feel connected. Make sure, if they're on Facebook, they can get onto my Facebook page. Connect them with Marty's Facebook page. Just allow them to feel part of the group so that they're not just left hanging out there all on their own. If you have any concerns about doing one on your own, please reach out to me or your upline and ask them to go with you to do your first wellness consult. Don't go it alone. We're all here to help each other. But please, please, please follow up. Sometimes I have people that don't get back to me. That's why I've learned to do it as soon as they enroll. And you may offer 10 times and they never take you up on it. Oh, well, at least you did your job. You're trying to get them started on the right foot, and you're doing your best, and it's up to them to take, the ball's in their court, but do your best to get it scheduled right off the bat. Okay, I think that's it for me. I'm not sure what date I'm going to come on here again and do another little chunk, but please let me know what you think of this video, if it was helpful information for you or not. I might have repeated this multiple times already, but I've done it on purpose because I feel it's so important. Okay, and I'm sorry I didn't stop my share. So it's very, very important. Please, please, please follow up, do a follow-up consultation. I know it's summer and it's, everybody wants to be out and about doing their own thing, but do your best. And if you absolutely cannot do it, I have done consultations for other people, like they had to leave on vacation and they asked me to do the follow-up with their person. I've asked people to do the follow-up consultation with somebody because I couldn't do it. I was leaving on a trip. So we're here to help out. If you can't do it, then please ask somebody else to do it for you. Okay, that's it for me. If you have any questions, please post them, contact me, talk to the person that brought you into doTERRA. We want you to be comfortable with this process. Okay, you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will put out another little chunk soon. Okay, thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.